Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to No Man's Land here in Farming Simulator 19 with me, CWATTY. It's been a long time since I've been on this map. I've had a bit of a break obviously in this Let's Play series, and I've decided to come back today and do a new video. As you can see, our little trees are growing, and I'm hopefully going to be continuing on with this Let's Play series. So, I'm going to have a bit of a look round, see what we're doing. I've just got to refresh my memory and see what I was doing last time I was on the map. So I've got the sheep. Okie dokie. We've got the horses. Right, okay. And they've got the machine here for making straw, which is basically a TMR mixer. TMR mixer used for blowing straw into the horse pens, because I can put loose straw into it or bales, as opposed to a bale blower, which only obviously takes bales. We've got our chicken feed, so we've got our chickens. Okie dokie. So that's all good stuff. My trees are growing nicely. So I don't know how long it's going to be before we get to chop any of them down. We've got a few bales here. It looks like. I'm assuming that's grass. Might be hay, I suppose. Probably hay, seeing as I've got a tedder and I've got a windrower partner. So yes, okay, that's all fine and good then. So what am I going to do today? Well, got my trees planted. Got some animals planted. We've got a little bit of money. We've not got fantastic amounts of money. I wonder what we could do. Having a look on the old map front. Obviously, I own quite a bit of land. On the map. In fact, I own like 6 tiles. This whole area down past the sawmill is ours, on which I've planted a bunch of trees. I wonder if now's probably a time for me to think about maybe putting in some regular fields. Get myself a plough and being able to basically start looking at planting some real crops. Now, I have added to the map or should I say to the playthrough, the series, the Let's Play, I have added the new what's the name of it? The Alpine Expansion DLC. Sorry, my brain's a little bit scatterbrained today. I've sat down to record this Let's Play and I haven't really planned ahead of time what I was going to do. I might also think about getting myself a little bunker. Maybe. I don't think I need any more sell points. I don't. A fermenting silo would be pretty handy to have, wouldn't it? 118,000? Probably not. So yeah, maybe we should get a plough and start ploughing up some land to plant some regular old crops on. I'm going to run over here to 37, which is another area of land that is mine. And then obviously up here into field 27, where there's which is quite a big area. Yeah. Still a few trees I might need to get rid of and take care of to make way for fields, which could allow me to test a new mod I've installed as well. The forestry equipment. Tree Maverick. Wow, that's suddenly gone up in price. That's suddenly got very expensive. But we could get one of them, which means I could just drive around with my little tractor. And I could do some ploughy type stuff. Right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to fire up a vehicle for the first time today. Not going to need the stump grinder. Probably going to ditch this, actually. Front loader. Ditch that. Because what I think I'm going to do today, although I want to do some ploughy type stuff, I'm not sure this tractor is going to be good at ploughing because it's 140 horsepower. I think any ploughs I have are going to require massive horsepowerage. Unless I go for something quite small and... I mean, that's four. That would do it. That's 4 meters, but that's going to take ages to plough anything. Although saying that, it's probably the best option I've got, isn't it? Right, let's have a run down to the shop and go fetch my plough. Been a while since we've been on the old mappy here, No Man's Land. I'm sorry I kind of just abruptly stopped uploading videos in the series, but I got a bit burnt out on the whole video making process. I was doing way too many trying to do way too many different series at the same time, and it was just taking up way too much time, especially then we're trying to do multiplayer and streaming as well. It was just literally like I was spending all day every day playing farm sim and nothing else. So I had to kind of, just for sanity's sake, just step back for a bit, take a bit of a break from it. I'm doing standalone videos as well as spending, you know, 6 hours every day doing the live streaming. Because if you don't already know, if you only watch these YouTube videos, I do live stream this game. I do live stream every day pretty much over on twitch.tv, and we do multiplayer every evening where I play on a dedicated server. And yeah, it takes up quite a bit of time. Right, so I have a plough. So the question is, where do I now go to create my first field? Do we end up taking out some more of the trees? Must admit, I do like this little tractor. This little tractor's been great so far on this map. It's just been the right size for everything I've wanted to do. Now I'm guessing I could go beyond... could go beyond my trees. Kind of start working in this area here. Make a little field. Let's do it. There's obviously a few trees that I'm going to plan to take out. So I'll be getting my me ploughing, me tree chopper out in a bit. But yeah, I'm just going to do a freehand field. I'm not going to worry too much about making it straight and square and boring. I'd sooner have a bit of a more natural kind of feel to the map. Being careful, of course, not to go beyond the map boundary. Am I maybe biting off a little bit more than I can chew? Just wondering. I made this too big. Come back up this way, I think. Go around all these bushes. A bit of a zoom out going. So this probably does go back on what I kind of did say at the start of the series, that I wasn't going to do regular farming. But it would be nice to have a field that I can use just to grow some crops on periodically. Because it takes so long for the trees to grow on this map. It takes so long for trees to grow in this game that we kind of do need to have that option. Gives me stuff to do, because that was probably one of the reasons why I was getting a little bit burnt out, maybe as well, was the fact that it takes so long to get to a point where I can actually do stuff on a map if stuff's not advancing quickly enough. It's one of the reasons why I removed the seasons mod, because obviously it takes like 4 years for trees to grow with seasons installed, and I was like, I got no time for that. 4 years? It's bad enough that you have to wait about, what is it, 10 in-game days in the vanilla game for the trees to grow. I'm just marking the external part of the field. And then we'll I'll have to spend some time filling it in and ploughing all the bit in the middle. Obviously, still got the trees to remove, which will give me a chance actually to test another new mod that I've installed. Now I've seemed to have installed a lot of new mods before I started playing again today. Don't think I've updated too many though, that's the thing. Don't think I've done many mod updates because I've kind of left the mods as they were when I set up this series. So I've not done any updates to anything. But yeah, there's a couple of mods. So when we get back down this end, because there's a couple of trees obviously down this bottom end that we need to take care of pretty quickly. And remove. I should be able to test the new mod I've installed, which is called Lumberjack, and it's supposed to improve the chainsaw functionality in the game quite considerably and make it far more easier to use as well as giving you a couple of new options with the in-game chainsaw, such as the ability to grind out stumps using the chainsaw, which, if you don't want to grab the stump grinder all the time, can be a very quick way just to remove a pesky little problematic tree stump. So I'm going to give that a go in a second. As the rain starts to fall here on No Man's Land. Another reason for just doing this ploughing and ploughing fields is I can always then come along, reseed the fields with grass, so that from the naked eye, from the, you know, the observer's point of view, there's no real difference to the landscape. The only difference is that from a gameplay point of view, we've actually got a field, which would actually make life a little bit easier for me off camera when it comes to like doing like mowing and tasks such as that. If I need to get stuff mowed, because at least then I could hire a worker to do the mowing for me off camera when I'm trying to prepare and advance the series on a bit more. Right, so let's just park there for a second. We'll start with this tree over here. Got it quite close to the base. Boom. Look at that. Right, and I got rid of the tree stump. That works a lot better. That does work a lot better. The number of times you have some issues with the chainsaw thing. You've also got apparently extended range as well. Now with the chainsaw. There's the stump gone. Get these logs shifted. Be able to get these trees shifted and get them sold. It's our wood logging station. Running around with my chainsaw out. I feel like I'm playing Dead by Daylight now. But yeah, that's a handy little functionality to have there. The ability to lock down trees, to grind stumps with the chainsaw. Very handy, obviously, on small trees like this, where you're just removing the odd one or two. Can delimb the tree without it having fallen over. Might give that a push actually with the tractor. Give that a quick push. So we've got a couple of logs that we've got to go take care of. as well as obviously ploughing the rest of this huge area that I've now made for myself. That's probably a bit of a old move on my part to plough such a huge area, seeing as we've got such tiny little machines. It depends what I plan to plant and grow, doesn't it, I suppose? Unless I just decide to, this is the area that I'm just going to completely regrass. And just re-sow with grass and then use for mowing. That's one possibility. Another is that I'd make some other fields on some other areas of the map, which are a little bit smaller. Thing is, I don't need too much, because I'm like I say, I'm not playing this as a traditional map let's play, where we're trying to build up a huge farm and become established. This is kind of, you know, Doug's almost like retirement place, following his success on Mercury Farms in my previous Let's Play series with this character. He's come here just as a, he just wants to be able to spend the rest of his days. He's got, you know, his business back at Mercury Farms. He just wants somewhere nice and quiet where he can potter around. He's got a few animals to take care of to keep him busy, but he's not looking to get super duper rich. If he wants to get super duper rich, he would have just stayed where he was. Yeah, I could probably see myself reseeding this just with, and turning it into a proper grass field. I think it's a little bit too big to do like crop harvesting, because again, I don't really want to have to then go and invest in great big massive seeders and combine harvesters and stuff, do I? And yes, I could get a small seeder and a small combine harvester. Then why wouldn't I just do a small field then? Well, there's probably another couple of trees I've got to take down somewhere. Ultimately, this is now in a spot where ploughing over my log. Ploughing over the log. Jump out whilst this tree is here. Much better. So yeah, Lumberjack mod definitely gets a thumbs up from me for improving functionality of the chainsaw. Makes it a bit easier to use and less of a kind of faff about, which is going to be very useful in this playthrough. But folks, we have reached about 30 minutes, and again I'm going to try and keep these videos short and to the kind of point. So thank you for those of you that have watched this video. If you have watched the video, leave a comment below with the exact words "I watched the video," and I will get back to you with another episode very soon. I will probably have had this field completely ploughed by the time you come back, by the time I bring you back, so we'll be ready to, in the next video, to do whatever I'm going to be doing with the field. Probably going to have to lime spread it, that's the only slight worry now. But hey, we can figure that out later on. And then we'll have a look at what else needs doing on the farm. Or around. Oh, I shouldn't call it I really shouldn't be calling it a farm, should I? Because it's not really a farm. I should say what needs doing around the map. That would be a better way of doing it and discussing it. Because like I say, there's a nice area over there that's fairly flattish. I could maybe put in a couple of just little plots of field just for growing random little plots of crop. But hey, that's what we'll think about that the next time we come back. So thank you everybody for watching. I've been CWATTY. I will see you again in the next video very soon. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Goodbye for now.